Hello everybody and welcome back to PAYDAY Farms, Calmsden. So the worker is now finished rolling this field for us, so we're going to run this back to the yard and then we're going to move on to October and hopefully we're going to start doing some sugar beet harvesting. I think we're going to have to sell, not very good still. I think we're going to have to sell the sugar beet direct because we haven't really got anywhere we can store it. So I know we're going to lose a bit of money out of it. We'll just have a look how much so sugar beet. Oh, to be fair, in October we ain't actually going to lose too much money. So that's even better. Right, so I'm just going to fly down, get this put in the yard, and then we'll move on. So we're back at the yard. So let's go home and let's sleep until October. I'm going to probably wake up at 10 o'clock because then it should be good timing to start this sugar beet harvest. I'm excited to see how this works. I've never drove it before, so this will be an experience for us all. Right, let's get fired up, get it switched on, and let's see if it works. So it's going to go off the side by the looks of that, so you're going to have to just run around the side of the field first. We've got crop destruction on. That's what half the reason we didn't take out the weeds, because I messed up and didn't put tram lines in. Pretty cool, this mod. These guys are picking all the sugar beet up for me. It's not taking long to fill up, so we're going to have to find out where we can sell this. Let's say locally. Well, I say locally, we want the best price, don't we? This is what is going to keep buying us fields, so we can expand this old school farming. And hopefully the aim will be to get some really big machinery. I'd also like to get some chickens if we've got enough money by the end of this. Because chickens, we can feed the barley what we've planted. So it'll work out, and obviously we all know eggs are worth a lot of money. Could put them at the back of the old goat pasture, so that's what we're looking at anyway. So we'll get this first load, which doesn't look like it will be too much longer before we're full. Yep, we're full, so we're going to have to now work out. So we either got to drop it, well, we've got to drop it on the floor and pick it up, or we've got to bring a trailer and see if we can empty it directly into the trailer. So I'm going to jump on the 996 and just see if we can fill a trailer up first of all, or are we going to have to tip it on the floor and then bring the telehandler and fill the trailer up. Because normally you'd use like a sugar beet machine that would pick it up from, you'd make a nice pile out of your trailer, it's at the edge of the field, and then you would pick it up like that. So it's fairly quick, that manual harvesting sugar beet, but it also covers a lot wider width than a modern one as well, which is quite good. It does mean that that field is not going to actually take as long as we all thought it would. So I'll run this down, see if we can unload it, and then we'll have to work out what's going to be the best option for getting this sugar beet to the sell point. So it looks like we can't chuck it straight in this trailer, which is a bit annoying, and we can't drop off the conveyor. So I think our options are going to be tip it on the floor and lift it up. However, at the moment we don't have enough money to go buy a bucket. So it is a bit of a catch-22. So let's have a look at where we can sell it. So what's the best price we've got? £832. So where's that? It's not the usual place. Oh yeah, it's up there near the sawmill. So it's not actually that bad, to be fair. So I think I might just tip it on the floor, and then we'll have to work out a way. Oh, it's gonna. Oh, it chucks it in pallets. That we can then decant. No, that works perfectly for me. The 1,000 litre pallets chucks it in. So we'll keep chucking them out. Just gonna turn it back on. Then we'll keep chucking them out as we go around the field then. That probably is a really easy way of unloading this. I'll crack on and I'll see you again in a bit for an update. Right guys, I think what we're going to do is just pick a few of these up and start getting some sold, because we've got quite a lot of boxes around the field. So the harvester is working very well. I mean, yes, dropping them on the floor is quick, but it does mean picking them all up into our small trailer is going to take a fair old while. So I'm going to get a few loads just drawn to the sell point. We're going to see how much we're going to get for each load, and then we might buy a bigger trailer and put it on the bigger tractor, because we think we can daisy chain these together. We can. We might either buy a couple of these, or we might get a bigger trailer. I don't know yet, because this is going to take a sweet amount of time to do. because as you can see, there's boxes everywhere. I think this trailer only takes 8,000 litres. Which it does. So I've run this first one to the sell point. I'll see you there and we can work out how much we're going to get. Then we'll start looking at possibly a bigger trailer or another trailer. Right, so here we are at the sell point. Luckily, it is actually the closest one. I probably should have brought the Renault International or the other David Brown because they're all faster on the road. But never mind, we are here now with the first load. Let's see what Sugar Beet makes us. So here it comes out of the grain door because someone forgot to change it. But never mind, so we can see we're now at a negative and we are starting to climb. So that's good. We'll see what we get for this first load and then hopefully we'll either buy another trailer or a little bit bigger trailer. I'm reluctant to get a dolly trailer because I do genuinely hate dolly trailers. They are the bane of my life. And when you've got two in a row, they're even worse. So let's see what we get. Nearly empty. So we got 678 pounds. That really is not too bad for the first load of Sugar Beet. So let's have a look, see if we can get. So it's £6,000 for the one we have. Obviously, there's not many old trailers on here, so we're just going to have to pretend that these are old trailers. So this one is probably the oldest one we've got. So we can get that's maize. It's not very good for us. And that's a pickup trailer, so yeah. So we've either got the options of the one we already have, which I think is going to be our only option. So I think what we'll do is we'll buy another one. Just because it's going to make the job 10 times. Okay, we won't buy another one. We'll go fetch another load because I didn't realise it had the extension on. And it's now £9,000. So I'll head back to the field. We will bring another load up here. And then we'll get another trailer bought and we'll carry on. There we are, second load coming out of the field. So hopefully we'll get this run up there. I might hire a worker then to drive the David Brown down to the shop and pick the next trailer up, and then we can get back to a bit of harvesting in between. Now we've got a few quid, so we should be able to afford the extended one exactly the same. So at least we can carry 16,000 litres at a time. It'll be a little bit quicker because I didn't realise how much Sugar Beet was going to get out of that field. We'll probably end up flicking onto a bit bigger tractor as well because I love this tractor, but 19 mile an hour, it feels slow. It does feel slow. So I know our other David is at the goat field on the water bowser. We might be able to pinch that back. Or we've got the Renault and the International sat in the yard. Well, I think the Renault sat on the drill just outside the shed. So we'll pinch one of them just to make it a bit quicker on the road. So we'll head up here and I'll see you there and we'll see if we get the same or more. Right, so here we are at the sell point. So we are losing a bit by selling it today, but I mean, I suppose we could leave it in the field, in the pallets, but it just makes sense to get it off the field, straight sold, and it'll help us build up to what we want to do. So we desperately want more fields, and we also need chickens, because chickens are going to make us some money in the next year, especially with the wheat and the well, I say wheat, we've got the barley what we're doing, so that will all help as well. I think we've also got to sell the canola next month, so we probably could actually get a nice big field after we've done the sugar beet harvest. So we'll get this tipped, and then I think we'll get into the trailers. We'll get ourselves another one of these bought. Perfect. Like I said, what we'll probably do is we'll run this one back to the yard. And I'm going to take this one off the trailer after it empties the water. We ain't got any goat's milk yet, but not as we expected, because they don't produce until, I think it's 13 months. So they should be doing very shortly. And I'm going to send a worker on this David Brown, Calmsden Road. Down to the shop. So we want a go-to and target position of said shop, which is all the way over here. So we'll get him to pull up on the road, because we're not very good at much else. And we'll get him going, and then we'll drive the David Brown we was in. Cool. This one here, back to the field, ready for the arrival of the new trailer. Right, we've just pulled that David Brown up into the shed. This one is still heading down to the shop, although he's not far. I say he, it looks like we have a female driver, so I fully expect that to be in the hedge. So we'll carry on doing a bit of harvesting. And off we go. We've still got quite a chunk of field to go, so we'll get this harvested, and then we'll get the worker to run up to us with the new trailer, and then we'll probably do a lap, sell some, do a lap, sell some, do a lap. Something like that. I think the worker is at the yard. See, I told you, woman driver, it's nearly in the edge. So we'll get the trailer put on it, and we'll set him, or her, depending on who we get, coming back to us, and then we'll take another load. Ooh, just got the fence up. We'll take another load up to the sell point on this David. We're also going to have to get some diesel soon, because I did notice the 996 was flashing at me, and this one ain't going to be far behind the time we've carted all of this back and forth to the sell point. So get back on the road, and we can get him set up heading our way. So go to position, and we are here. Let's get him to pull up just before the gate. And hopefully, there we go. What we got? So we got a man this time. So yeah, he will pull up outside the field for us. And we'll carry on doing some more sugar beet. Right, so I believe, yep, this is back. So we're going to get a double load this time. We're going to take both trailers into the field, get a double load filled up, and then we'll take it to the sell point. So it should start pulling in some good money, the old sugar beet. I don't think we'll get £1 million or 500,000 for one of the big fields, but we'll definitely be close, or being able to buy what we want, get the farm expanded. So I'll head down here, I'll get it filled up, and I'll see you at the sell point. Right, 16,000 litres in the trailers. So we'll get this down to the sell point and get them both tipped. So we managed to unload both at the same time, so that's really good. So we should get a one-off payment hopefully for both of these, so we can see what 2 trailers is worth. For some reason I can't get it to tip out of anywhere but the grain door, so it is a little bit slow, but I do like the way the bank account goes up while we're tipping. That is very good. What are we up to? Ooh, will we make 20? Ooh, not quite. So we got £13,405. Really not too bad. So I'll get spun around, head back to the field, do another lap and bring another load. So here goes the second load with the dual trailers. So we should get another 16,000. It's very refreshing to see our bank account climbing like it is now. Ooh, are we going to hit 33? Oh yes, just hit 33. Just shy of 34. So that is absolutely marvellous. So we'll probably head back to the field, pick another load up, come with another load, so I did do quite a few laps. So no, we're not far from finishing. Or do we get it finished? To be fair, I might actually just set to now and get the sugar beet finished, and then we can spend the next load of time kicking them all out. So there we go. The first sugar beet harvest with our new machine is complete. So I'll whip this to the yard, let the workers have a year off, and then we will get all of the sugar beet picked up and sold. Well, hopefully. So we're going to keep this, because we're going to do sugar beet again. But I don't know if it'll be next year, or next year we'll do potatoes. Keep crop rotation. I haven't decided yet, but we've got plenty of time, so we don't have to get it in until March. But definitely going to keep this machine because it is fantastic. Absolute great mod that is. And it makes sugar beet harvesting bearable. Right, we jump back in with David. I'm going to run this load to the sell point, and then we'll come back for the next 3,000 boxes. Right guys, so this is the last load of sugar beet, and we've done fairly well off that field. We're now up to £212,000. So we're going to get this last load tipped, and then we might consider buying a new field. So I'll see you at the sell point. So let's get this last load sold. Right. Tip that one, and let's tip that one. Let's see what we end the day with. Should be around 220,000, I think, 225,000, which would be a nice chunk of change. That sugar beet field did produce fairly well, to be honest. So I'm happy with that, really. It's really going to help push this series on. We might be able to get a new field, possibly sell a couple of tractors and get something a bit bigger, and then get a bigger cultivator. Not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. We've also got the canola to sell next month. There we are, £227,000 in the account. Happy days. Yeah, we'll get this taken to the farm, and then we'll have a look at options. So here we are at the yard. Let's have a look and see if there's anything we like the looks of. So what was that field opposite that new one? So that's £86,000 and it's fully loam. It's also got barley growing in it, which is what we've got a lot of this year. So do you know what? Let's buy that field. Add that to our resume. So there we are. Our new field after sugar beet. That is absolutely amazing. So the other thing I want to do to make our lives a bit easier, although we don't need it right now, I'm thinking we need another tractor, or to replace a couple of the smaller ones with something big that we can chuck some big equipment on. So we have this Fiat here, which is 24 mile an hour, so she's a little bit slower, but if we boost her we get 180 horsepower. So I think we're going to buy it and get a Fiat on the farm. But let's just double check there's nothing similar money. What would be better? I mean, there is this, but I think this is a bit big for what we want now. It's more like this, bit too quad tracky really for this farm, I think, at the moment. That one comes with no tyres, so that's no good. So yeah, there's nothing else in the large tractor category. Is there anything in the small tractors? So there's a Fiat Agri there, that's only 110. Massey 90, not quite what we're looking for. We want something big power. So that Renault's 150 horsepower. How much is that one? So it is a considerable lot cheaper. So that is a possible option. 145, 140. Yeah, the thing is though, while we've got the money, do we just go and get the big horsepower while we can? I say it's big horsepower. It's big horsepower for this. I think we just buy the Fiat. I'm gonna get that bought. Still leaves us with £60,000 in the account. And what would be really, really nice. So we are a 3 metre at the moment. So I think we're going to get a 4.5 metre cultivator to make our life just that little bit easier. So let's go and have a look at what we've bought. And here it is, our new Fiat tractor. What an absolute beast of a thing. So I know the cultivator is 2003 technically, but we're going to class that as vintage, just because cultivators and stuff are quite hard to find on the Rod Hood. But unless anyone can suggest where I can get older, bigger stuff, then please let me know. I am on the lookout constantly to see if we can keep it around the 1980s, 1990s, but sometimes we've just got to bend the rules to make our lives easier. And we've worked hard now to get a big tractor. So we're going to leave it there today, guys. As always, thank you for watching. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If there's any comments, please leave them below. And hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll get notifications of all our videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.